Just watch the damn podcast.
Ready, Jay?
Ready,
Jonesy?
I'm in frame. I'm good. How I look? How my light?
Hello, Club Culture family. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you're on your favorite streaming platform, thank you for tuning in and make sure you leave us a rating. Man, a lot has happened in the past 4 to 5 days.
You know how I say the girls are fighting?
The girls are, yeah.
Niggas outside shooting. Everybody go in the house. These niggas is outside shooting, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck these girls are fighting, bro. Niggas is outside shooting.
And before we start, speaking on the girls, I want to give a great thank you to Meg Thee Stallion.
What she do?
Meg Thee Stallion kicked this all off for us, whether you all agree or disagree. When she dropped Hiss, she had that Megan's Law line.
Right.
And that sent the world in frenzy because Nicki went in frenzy. But after hearing these diss tracks between K-Dot and Drake, there has been a bunch of pedo allegations being thrown around.
Right.
And so that leads me to think that maybe Meg Thee Stallion was speaking a little bit more about Drake and just other people in the industry and not particularly only just Nicki and her husband.
In Hiss?
In Hiss.
Oh, shit. Let's put our conspiracy theorist hats
did,
on.
she did
Oh,
say
shit. Let's go.
Fake accents posted up in another nigga hood like a bad bitch.
Sounds like Drake.
Sounds like Drake.
Sounds like Drake. If it looks like a Drake, sounds like a Drake. It's a Drake.
So I want to say thank you to the queen, Meg Thee Stallion, for kicking this off for us. Now let's get into this damn Drake and K-Dot beef.
They shooting outside. And this nigga Kendrick is up on the scoreboard.
Okay.
By a lot.
By a lot?
By a lot.
Now, I want you to be prepared for all the Drake stands to come at your head for whatever you do.
I'm not going to respond. I'm not. I got into a little thing with, I don't even know whose side they was on because both of them was like for Kendrick and Drake. But since I didn't pick a stand, they both put me on the side and I just got abused so from both sides. So I don't know, but I'm just not going to respond, bro. I don't talk to hip hop fans, bro. Y'all stupid.
Do we get mad at people picking the sides when the first initial song like that was pick a side from Metro and them? Pick a side and stay there.
Right.
So can we really get mad at people picking the sides? Right?
Not at all.
Okay.
I think you weird, but I ain't gonna get mad at you for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
You're weird as fuck. Just want to say
100% weird.
We get it. The people told you to do so, and you're doing it too.
Right. You're a follower, not a leader.
Follower.
It's cool. It's cool. You are not alone. Trust me. You are not alone at all.
Man, so let's start from the beginning. This Like That record. After when that's the first song that we get to that really like kickstart these responses, how do we now look at that song after seeing what the aftermath has became?
How do we look at Like That?
Yeah. How do we look at that song now?
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't listen to it at first like that or none of that whole, I think they had a whole project. I'm like, all right, Future Metro just dropped cool.
Yeah.
Then when the other songs start coming out, like, let me go see what the fuck was in that song that made all this shit pop off. So yeah, I mean, I fuck with it. I'm glad I got sent back to listen to it because Like That is fire.
Yeah.
It's really fire.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All them Kendrick stands that cooked me on Twitter because I was talking shit about it. Y'all right? Y'all right?
The song hard.
That shit hard.
Yeah. I listened to only that song, but I didn't listen to the whole Future and Metro shit. I definitely am going to listen to it just because people have been saying the We Still Don't Trust You is more R&B, so that's more my bag. So I'm interested now to go listen to the shit.
It's another one?
Yeah, they dropped 2 tapes. Yeah. The first one was with Like That, and this is more like rapidy. And then the second one was more Future's bag that the women love.
Oh, I thought they ran Like That back and I ain't heard of it. Hold on. What else I'm missing?
No, it's We Don't Trust You, and then the other one is We Still Don't Trust You.
I'm like, I spent almost 47 minutes listening to diss tracks last night. And these niggas dropped one while I was listening to one. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, we're going to start with Euphoria. No. We're going to start with push-ups. Because I don't think... We talked a little bit, so we ain't got to go to push-ups.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it.
Yeah,
Drake had a good... I feel like push-ups was like if this was like the 2006 NBA Finals, push-ups was like the Mavs.
Okay.
Because the Mavs was busting their ass them first 2 games. Then D Wade said, "Fuck this, bro. Gloves off, nigga."
Okay.
Start going crazy.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what Drake got left, man.
How we feel about push-ups and Tailor Made and pretty much the songs being taken down. So it had got a cease and desist from Tupac's family for
Tailor Made.
Tailor Made.
I thought it was a good concept, like cool concept, but it wasn't like it was just all right. Like I didn't. Oh,
I feel like Drake. Go on.
I ain't think, you killed him. Oh, this fire. It was just all right.
The cool Drake song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Drake set it up to get it taken down so he wouldn't delete it, so he don't go out like a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Because he already so far behind the 8 ball. It's like, bro, any little bit of leeway I can create to get out of this, I'm gonna take. So illegal music, shit that people not gonna clear, I'm gonna still put it out because I can go sample the most famous Michael Jackson record right now and put the shit out. Granted, it'll get taken down in a couple days depending on who sees it and what, but it's still gonna get taken down. So if I want to say fuck you, but I don't want to like put it out and then delete it just in case I feel different, I'll just do it over the Human Nature sample. So it's like, fuck Jew, tell me about this. You know what I'm saying? And by the time it hits all this, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Somebody's coming to flag it and get it taken down. So I don't have to do that. I don't got to go out like J. Cole.
So you
That's what I feel.
From what you just said, that sounds like it might not be much confidence on Drake's end to put out some songs knowing that it would get taken down and I don't have to actually delete it.
Facts. He doesn't seem like a confident person.
Okay.
I don't even want to do this type of deep dive, but you hip hop fans bringing it out. Fuck y'all niggas.
No, this is what we're here for.
Yeah, I don't think he's a confident person. That's why there's no Drake identity.
I think he probably didn't think it was like him and them dissing was go get serious. I didn't got it. So
yeah. Ooh, I was thinking about that the other day too. I was like, maybe Drake think he playing.
Yeah.
But Kendrick ain't playing.
Yeah. He hates everything about him.
Cause remember we said Drake is like that white school bully, like he gonna make fun of you and clown you and shit or whatever. Kendrick's not necessarily a bully. He's like the bully's bully. So he ain't gonna pop shit till, you know what I'm saying, he has to. So I feel like once they finally cross paths, Drake ain't take him serious and thought he was playing. Kendrick clear as day showed us he ain't playing. And Drake know he can't fuck with him.
So Kendrick told him to not get personal.
Right.
He told him not to get personal in his response to Tailor Made and push-ups. He told him not to get personal, and Drake still took it there. He talked about the family.
Right.
Alleged that his wife could have been fucking on a bodyguard or some shit like that.
He's supposed to.
But he told you not to get personal. So if you're saying that Drake wasn't taking this nigga serious, is that another like moment of him not taking him serious by still getting personal?
Clear as day.
But in Drake's defense, he got personal afterwards. Like Kendrick said, don't say nothing. What?
Don't speak on a family, Crody.
Yeah, he said all that stuff. But then at the same time, he talked about Drake allegedly having another kid in that same song.
Not in Euphoria.
Well, he talked about his kids in Euphoria.
Now this is where I'm gonna need y'all, because I didn't listen to him like in order. So like I don't know what dropped in what order.
So it's the Future song.
Right. I know that one. Then push-ups.
The
Tailor
AI
Made.
song.
Tailor Made.
Euphoria.
Then Euphoria. Then 616.
616.
616. Then Drake, Meet the Family Matters. And then Kendrick's Meet the Grams. And then Kendrick's latest one that dropped like
when I was listening to another one. I don't remember which one. But yeah. I'm sitting there listening like, damn, bro, I wonder what Kendrick gonna say next. And I'm scrolling Twitter and then it's like Kendrick Lamar dropped something else. I'm like, gee. this is too fucking much at this point.
I'm gonna pick up the lyrics from Euphoria. I'm gonna pick that up because I think that matters. Because I want to know if Drake got personal first and spoke on Family Matters issues, or if Kendrick spoke on Family Matters issues. So this is Euphoria because this is where this is his first actual like response to Drake. So the first verse I can predict your angle. He said it in the first verse of Euphoria. I can predict your angle, fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. I can smell the tails on you now. So this is him saying, I know what the hell you gonna do, and don't do it, because if you do it, I'm gonna fuck you up. So let's go to the second the second part, because I'm trying to see if he speaks on the family at all.
Don't speak on my family, cruddy. Now, what lyrics are you reading? Who is this?
This is K-Dot.
Okay.
Euphoria.
Yeah, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson in my house like I'm Joe, okay?
Okay, he said his daddy a killer. He want to be a junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. So I'm going to just say that K-Dot spoke on family first, because he did speak on, I wouldn't say it was directly about.
Oh, no, I don't think that's about Drake Daddy. That's the line I think about Jay Prince.
Oh, okay.
When I said
okay,
Hill,
I
think that's about Jay Prince.
Yeah.
I don't think that's about Drake. Because didn't he say he'll park his son in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rumors that
Jay Prince got
dementia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
get it.
I thought
get
that
it
was
now.
about Jay
I
Prince.
get that. Okay. All right. Let me take that back. I'm gonna keep going.
Man, bring real beef back. Who in Chicago beefing?
We don't need them to be beefing. they shoot. We don't need them beefing. And none of this is about family. This is about J. Cole and Drake and YMW Melly. That line is hard.
Yeah, it is.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, I was a Kendrick hater for so long because I ain't finna come off of my takes. Them albums whack as fuck. All them bitches.
All of them?
All them bitches.
Okay.
But when I was going through these shits, I was like, damn, bro, Kendrick can really rap, dog. Why he keep rapping on these whack ass fucking beats?
No, I'm a piggyback off what you just said. I'm not saying his albums were whack, because I don't agree with that. From my perspective, I never went through a full album from top to bottom.
It's hard.
And I'm not saying this because of that. I'm just saying that MC, who's been on the pod, he introduced me to K-Dot rapidy rap side, because I pretty much was introduced with swimming pools. So I thought he was like more soulful, got some R&B.
Oh, so you ain't listen to the Section 80
I
and the
didn't listen to
overly
Section 80.
dedicated.
He showed me a verse, because I was a Drake fan, a Drake Cole person. I was hooked when I heard Born Sinner. Like, I listened to that full all the way down. I know that shit. And so MC loved K-Dot, and he was like, no, you gotta listen to this shit. That nigga can rap for real. He showed me some rapidy rap ass, something off Section 80, and it was off some weak ass beat. I'm like, this shit is ass.
Probably rigor mortis.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what song it was, but I knew that shit was ass, and I couldn't. I told him I'm about to fall asleep, bro. Turn that shit off. So
yeah, it's probably rigor
I
mortis.
never really went to go listen to a full K-Dot album just because of that experience. Now, when this shit came out, this Euphoria, I'm like, wow, I must be missing out on a lot of shit. So I'm now thoroughly intrigued to listen to.
You ain't listen to Good Kid, Mad City?
Not from top to bottom.
Now that shit's fire. You can listen to that top to bottom.
I don't
that
listen to
shit's fire.
So I'm putting it out there. I was more Drake and J. Cole than K-Dot, but I love battle rap.
Right.
And this right here, I was in my battle rap bag. And so all these people talking about wanting to dance and the beats ass, or I'm not into none of that shit, because battle rap is no beat at all. Like, it's based off of what the fuck you saying and your narrative that you presenting. And this shit, like, yeah, he had me sold pretty much with just the actual bars, comparing both with each other, because I it's not like I was learning new things about both of those people. Like, I had my own idea of them,
right?
And they pretty much repeated my idea of them, while also revealing stuff that I never knew about, because I don't pay attention to this shit.
Boy, I got cooked for saying Drake shouldn't say nigga. Cooked.
I was in a relationship. My very first relationship, we used to argue about Drake, because I was always on that stance that he's a culture vulture,
right? And
she loved Drake. And it's not like I didn't love Drake, but I fucked with his music at the time. This was in this was 2016, 17.
Okay.
Beefing with this girl every single time about anything Drake had going on. He had Highlight Bling and shit out at the time. I'm
right.
Like, bro, now culture vulture. Like, he had the one dance with Rihanna. I'm like, okay, this shit gotta stop. You feel me? I'm not fucking with this.
The nigga came in the game doing that though. That's what I was trying to tell niggas.
I didn't pay attention to that.
That's been my whole argument this whole time.
He came in the game being Fonte.
2009. This is him. We in 2024. Now everybody's saying.
Yeah, it's the same shit. He was like, don't feel bad. Drake did it to Houston. We been telling you niggas, bro. Y'all called us haters. Y'all just hate. I mean, like not like y'all, but niggas know who I had these conversations with. Because ASAP Rocky did the same fucking thing. But we talking about Drake now. Yeah, he came in the game, wanted to be Fonte. Then he bit all that Houston shit. Then he
started rapping like the Migos and Memphis niggas.
Hold on, we skipping one because he started sounding like he was from Toronto when he was fucking with The Weeknd and shit. That was the only time we got authentic Drake. That's why Take Care is so fucking fire. And it's like it really grabs you because that's about as close as we gonna get to authentic Drake. After that, then we got the Migos and all that other crazy shit. Want to be from New Zealand and shit. Drake.
I guess now that I've grown and listened to more and actually done research on music, I can like explain why I say culture vulture. But at the time with debating with the ex that I had, all I knew was this don't sound like shit that I knew about Drake.
Right. I just kept calling him a biter, but biting is when you steal lines and shit. I mean, you can steal swag too, but it's a harder argument to fight.
It's like when white people do R&B. That's my explanation of why I say that he's a culture vulture. Because like white people, they couldn't tell you what soul is.
Right.
They couldn't tell you it, but they know that shit sounds good, but they couldn't actually tell you what that is, where you get it from. It's like when you eat like some greens for the first time. You can't really describe it, but we can describe it. We know what the fuck it comes from. What are you feeling? But they can't, and they're just tasting it. Oh, this tastes good. That's what Drake and being a culture vulture. That is my like takeaway from why I think he's a culture vulture. It's like you grew up in Toronto, you barely had your dad in your life, and he's the only black that you can really grab
that you can
from.
Source.
Yeah, that you can source from, and he's not there. So you're getting everything from watching it on TV. You're watching it in the news, and it's the same as what I said when Lizzie was here. With just like being from Chicago and then living outside of Chicago when it was the juke era. You're watching it on YouTube, but you're not actually there. So you don't really get it for real.
You not in the basement parties.
You
ain't pay $1 to get in.
You're not there. You ain't sitting outside the line waiting to get in free. And if you don't get in at the top of the line, you might have to pay to get in. You're not there. For real. And then you sneaking in your little cousins with you because they not supposed to be there. They supposed to be over there roller skating.
Oh God, but you can't leave them niggas alone, so you got to bring them with you.
Yes. Yeah, it's different, man. It's different. And you just won't understand, especially I'm going to bring up this thing that I had saw on Twitter today. And this is the issues that we get as black people when we do not choose to be more exclusive with our culture. So,
I just need Logic to come out and say nigga, bro.
I feel like he has.
I mean, he has, but he ain't say it how I wanted him to say it. Like, I want him to get on the song and be like, yeah, me and all my niggas in here. That's what I want Logic to say.
He gotta go.
Because he said something like, somebody said I'm not really half black, something, because I can't say nigga. Well, nigga. No, bro.
He gotta be more authentic. He'd be like, man, I was at a party and
me and my niggas
started tripping.
Niggas start tripping, yeah.
Get up out of there.
DJ Vlad tweeted, Kendrick's Not Like Us. That is the third one that he released.
Well, I can't see DJ Vlad tweets. He
well, the Not Like
on
Us
all of my
is,
social medias.
Not Like Us is the latest disc that Kendrick released after he did Meet the Grams.
Did I listen to that one? Which one is Not Like Us?
Not Like Us is literally after Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is his rebuttal to Drake's Family Matters.
Not like us is the dancing one?
Yeah,
that's OVO Ho? Okay, okay.
It's the one that sounds good.
Yeah, so DJ Vlad tweeted and said, that song needs a better mix. It takes away from the song. That's what he said, right?
Right.
And so this professor from Princeton, this black female professor, she said, you are white in all caps. This is a black folk matter in all caps.
Wait.
DJ Vlad responded and said, wait, so a professor at Princeton, and he added the Twitter, Princeton's Twitter, is telling me that a white person should be allowed to voice their opinion about hip hop. Is that how you interact with your children? So
students.
With your students, I'm sorry. And she said, what I'm saying is that you put your opinion in a discussion that's not needed. This conversation is and should center black people, not you. So he then said, "Don't try to change your words now."
That nigga turned into a whole white man, bro.
I'll be reaching out to Princeton about this on Monday.
He turned into a whole
at
Karen.
the Princeton Twitter page.
First off, I just want to say DJ Vlad a bitch, because when we had our exchange, he hurried up and blocked me, but he went back and forth and got lippy with a woman.
With
you
a black
hoe.
woman.
You a hoe. I want to say more, but this is T's platform, so I'll just create a burner.
Well, you can thoroughly disrespect that nigga. I don't.
Oh no, you don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that here. You don't want me to do that
okay.
here. You don't
Okay, but
you don't want me to do that
I brought
here.
this tweet up because this is part of the reason why we cannot have culture vultures and we let them slide. There's no fucking reason why this man needs to want to have this woman fired from her esteemed job because she told your white ass that this is black folks' issues right now. Stay out of it. Even if your tweet has nothing to do with the black issues that are being spoken on, she told you to stay out of it. You could have kept it with just Twitter shit. You ain't had to say, well, I'm going to be speaking to your authorities
tell
on
your
Monday.
boss.
That has nothing to do with this woman's giving her opinion about you staying out of black folk business. I don't get how we escalate to that. I want to see you fired now.
And this is why we gatekeep stuff, because we don't do that in our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not going to your job and getting you fired. We finna whoop your ass,
Well-
or we gonna argue, or you know what I'm saying, nigga shit or whatever. You know, black people stuff.
Well, I feel like he probably took it upon. Well, obviously, outside of him being white and the male version of a Karen right now, he probably feels like, well, y'all bring up racial issues, and sometimes people get fired for that shit. So like, it was this one. I think the most recent one I remember is this white girl that went to University of Kentucky somewhere. She went to a PWI.
I-State.
I-State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indiana State.
Okay, and she was yelling at this black student, and she called her niggers and stuff like that, and it was posted online, and she pretty much was like kicked off campus or some shit like that.
Okay,
And there's like moments like that where things go viral because of racism.
right.
This is not it. This is not racism.
Definitely two totally different things.
This is not racism. So this is not the time where you want to see somebody get fired because you think that they shouldn't be a professor acting
Because they
like
shouldn't
this.
talk to you like that. You should be white and have a black voice, and a black person shouldn't tell you that. So you're gonna get them fired from their job.
Yeah.
You a hoe.
Yeah.
DJ, never mind.
A better mix, it takes away from the song. How we feel about that?
Yeah, that I agree with that.
Okay.
Because there are songs that I even made that I like that I don't even listen to because the mix ass.
I personally didn't care for the mix. I feel like out of all the songs, this is the one. This is the best one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been seeing that.
This won it for me, for him, for me, for him. But
Why?
I didn't care about the mix because it sound good.
All the other songs.
The OVO Ho song?
The OVO host.
Okay.
Okay.
Forget the mix, just like the song itself sounds good. The other shit was whack.
Man, I'm going to have to
Really?
listen back
All of
to it.
All of K-Dot's responses were whack to you.
Whack.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's
Jay.
go. Cook the
Hey.
guy you
Let's get
can't
into it,
see. Cook him.
Whack.
Why?
I don't like Kendrick's raps.
Okay.
His
Okay.
Crody? Come on, man. Shut up.
You
He was making fun of Drake,
was
though.
making fun of him.
That's whack.
So what shit? I don't.
That's
Okay, so
The beat was whack. The flow was whack. It started off good. I lied. It started off good.
Mm-hmm.
Then it got whack.
okay. See, my issue with people saying that something is whack is not having a reason for why.
It didn't sound good to me. Like, I was playing it and I was like, nah, I heard this before. Let me turn it off. He ain't talk about nothing.
Okay, what do you mean by you've heard this before?
I've heard Kendrick rap before.
Also,
And it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good.
The same. That's kind of what keeps me away from listening to him. I don't like how he sounds.
I'm not against that because I don't like when he sounds like he's crying.
Right?
Well, speaking of I
don't like none of that
I don't
shit,
like
bro.
this shit either.
Just rap.
But what I will say is that is also why I do like his music and why I'm looking forward to his next album because he performs his music. He doesn't just fucking stay on beat the whole time, stay in every fucking exact pocket. He will actually experiment with recording because that is a talent in his own self of learning the technique with recording music.
And that's when he loses me.
That
Once you get out that pocket, you lost me.
I've been
That's
watching
just
this
me.
one.
That's just my brain. That's just how I'm wired.
And that's
yeah.
how a lot of us are wired. You have to be precisely on beat. There is a way to not hit a beat in pocket and it still feels like you're in pocket. Now, we can say that he's probably not the best at doing that, but at least he's trying, and I appreciate the effort because so many of us do not try it. This is one particular TikToker that does teach those different ways to rap and flow, and I thoroughly appreciate his account because it teaches me a bunch of stuff that I would have probably not have paid attention to when these certain other rappers like damn, what's his name
G Herbo.
No Griselda rappers
Oh God, Bodie James and
Butcher, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher.
Those rappers are the ones that tend to do the shit that he's teaching on TikTok, and I don't gravitate towards them niggas. And I start to gravitate towards them niggas when I start to learn the techniques that they are using. Because again, I love battle rap, and those niggas do certain things like that. And if you love rap and you pay attention to the skill set, you would pick up on that shit. Well, casuals would not, and you might miss the whole like reason for why that. Like the whole, I'll tell you all this shit in 8 bars, and then he told us in the 8th bar, I am YNW Melly. That shit is hard as fuck, and that is like the most basic thing that you can have a nigga follow if they follow how to actually rap and make music is just beats per measure.
Right.
It's like that shit was cold as fuck to me because I'm trying to learn this shit, and I think that's one of the most simplest things you could do to have a nigga try to see that you're actually cold.
It's play with the beat.
It's play with the
pocket.
beat. But like when you start doing more intricate shit that you really do need to study, I enjoy it now. Like I had to grow to get to this because I hated rap growing up. So I actually really thoroughly enjoy, and I want to hear people's reason for why they didn't enjoy it. Because if it's just like, I don't know, that could be the reason why you don't fucking enjoy it is because you just actually don't know.
Know what he's saying. I definitely know what he's saying, and I get it.
What is he doing? He's performing. Drake and all of these other rappers, like J. Cole, is boring as fuck. He raps the exact same almost every song. His tone, he doesn't really change. Like even Drake sometimes where he started to do the Mob Ties song and just Scorpion, he tried to do the high pitchy shit that Thug does. Like at least he's trying to do something different. Drake Cole is just monotone the whole way on every song.
And that's probably why I don't listen to I can appreciate that Kendrick can rap, but he's like Eminem to me. Like I can only listen to you so much without the inflammations in your voice and the weird raps.
And I'll just say interesting beats.
Yeah, that too.
The
Like
beats are
Interesting beats. Because
are
Eminem was on some interesting beats as well.
like I'm not checking for Eminem rapping right now because this shit's gonna sound like Kendrick Lamar and it's whack. I'm sorry. It's just,
It's your
I take
opinion,
a
and you can have
monotone
it.
Drake, J. Cole any day of the week over listen to that. I can't. That's why I can't listen to Nicki Minaj like that when she raps either. Like
Yeah, when you start doing a little too much, when you start
when
getting a
you
little
doing too
too
much,
creative, it's like, all right, bro, you
that's why
lost
I
me.
just-
So y'all don't like niggas that actually perform their music.
I don't like you getting too experimental. Don't
Too animated.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
get
you
too far
animated.
away.
That's what it is. That's probably the word I'm looking for. You too animated. Like relax.
Don't do too much, bro.
So y'all won't fuck. And it's crazy because y'all saying that y'all falling asleep to this shit, but y'all also are telling this nigga not to go too animated, and that is what keeps you up.
Not me.
Is the animations. When you're watching a movie, if you put the movie on mute, you have less of an emotional connection to the movie.
Right.
And so you might not actually jump or cry or laugh if you can't hear the fucking movie.
I'm with you. But me, Jonesy, that's why I like documentaries. You got to give me something that's going to stimulate me with some substance.
Okay.
I don't want nothing that if I put it on mute, I'm not going to be intrigued or still in it. Just like my raps, like nigga, just rap. Like Project Pat, one of my favorite rappers, and niggas are, Project Pat, but he don't go too far away from that, and I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah, just rap. Make sure that beat rocking. Make sure you in the pocket. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
If you're gonna get experimental, don't stray too far away from what we already used to.
Okay.
Because then you're gonna lose me.
Okay.
Because I think that's where Kendrick lost me. Because Good Kid, Mad City don't sound nothing like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
At all. It's night and day. A totally different album. So when I went to go listen to it, because on Good Kid, Mad City, he still gets animated and shit, but he's still flowing. He's still in the pocket. Sometimes he go a little far left, then I skip the song, but he's still there. Whereas To Pimp a Butterfly, he really wanted to paint a whole picture, tell a whole story, and that's cool. But where you start to lose me is through the music, and that's where he lost me.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I just would like to hear people's reasons for why. Because if it's just a simple, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't get too animated. Your opinion, then I don't want to hear it.
Don't get too animated because it sucks. Like, no, bro. I agree, but why does it suck to you?
Why? I'm like, it's like I lose brain cells every time a nigga give me some advice and they ain't never did some shit that I'm doing. I don't want to listen to you speak about music and you ain't actually giving something substantial to. You gonna say this shit boring about something that is supposed to have substance, but your reason to why it doesn't have substance. So it's like it don't really. Like, I don't like. Maybe we talking about a Migos track. Cool. It lacks some substance. So you can say, oh, it was too much of the same track already. We got this Bad and Bougie before.
Right.
Cool. Now we talking about some shit that has multiple fucking layers to it. I fell asleep. How do you fall asleep to something that had multiple fucking layers to it?
Because it didn't stimulate them.
It didn't stimulate them because it needed to be at their level.
Right.
What J. Cole said to No Name, you got to talk to us like babies.
Especially his ass. His non-reading ass.
Literally.
That nigga bowed out quick as hell. Hey, did y'all see the video game WWF? Somebody recreated Drake, Kendrick, and...
Yeah, I saw that.
Drake, Kendrick, and who's the other one I'm missing? J. Cole. And as soon as the match started, J. Cole got out the ring and ran off. Gee, that shit had me fucking crying, dog.
Oh my
I just wanted to share that with you in case you ain't seen it. That shit funny as fuck.
I did see somebody create like a Def Jam fighter animation, and it was cold. It was cold. They did like glazed K-Dot in it, but it was cold.
We probably talking about the same one.
Yeah, it's probably the same one.
Oh, okay.
That shit had me fucking
off the turnbuckle or something.
Gee, J. Cole.
Oh no, we ain't talking about the same thing. They was just like standing in place, and it's like when you finna choose your character.
Oh no.
J. Cole instantly got out that bitch.
Now, how do y'all feel about J. Cole now that after hearing what these niggas got to say to each other? How we feel about J. Cole apologizing?
I ain't mad at it. J. Cole is like that kid. If you ever been in like a roast circle, you got the two like niggas that's roasting, you know, and they just going at it. And then you'll have a nigga off to the side like, yeah, he funny. But if he really wake them up, it's over. And that's kind of what J. Cole was. It's like, yeah, you could rap, your music cool, but this ain't what you really want, bro. And that's pretty much what it was. Because if J. Cole was even still an active rapper in this, like, he'd just be getting abused. Okay. Or not even a thought. Because it sounds like Kendrick been holding on to wanting to do this shit for a very long time.
Yeah. I think, like, I don't like the way he apologized. I probably wouldn't have did that, but I understand it. Like, how you said, like, he just... I think he could hold his own if he had to, but considering, like, all right, these is us three and y'all two really the ones that don't like each other, I'm gonna let y'all just have it. That's how I took it.
Do y'all feel like he should have just said that shit instead? Man, I was peer pressured.
Yeah,
I ain't really want to do this shit, and I still did it. I'm gonna take it back.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't like. I wouldn't have said all that.
Yeah,
I said, man, y'all can have it.
I like that he did do it.
I am okay
you know
that he apologized.
Yeah.
I just would. Now, I'm not gonna say the nigga was lying for why he did it, but after seeing everything, it's like, was that really it, that you was just peer pressured, or did you know some shit that was about to transpire? And you was like, nah.
Hey man, y'all little niggas go inside, bro.
Yeah, I think he knew that it was about to go down like this.
I personally still do think him apologizing was thoroughly bad for his rap career, like how people will view him, and it was bad for just rap in general. I think that still stands. But I do get why you fucking apologize after we got what we got.
Man, he went out like a hoe.
Yeah.
He had all that smoke for Lil Pump.
Yeah.
All that smoke for Diggy Simmons.
All that smoke for No Name.
All that smoke for No Name, a woman.
Yeah.
Now you in this. I don't even know how J. Cole even gets put in the big three. But now you in this big three battle, and now you want to say sorry and wave white flags.
He the best rapper out of them.
Give me 1.5 million in a legit stream farm.
I don't
I'll
know
go
about
platinum.
this shit no more. I think K-Dot has proven that he's the best rapper right now out of the big three. For me, that's my opinion. I think he has proven it.
I don't know.
Onomatopoeias aside, animations aside, just the actual fucking way that this nigga has been rapping, he has proven that he is the best out of the big three.
I won't push back against it.
Like J. Cole said, if he wasn't dissing, we wouldn't be mentioning him.
If it wasn't what?
If he wasn't dissing him, he wouldn't be mentioning him.
If K-Dot wasn't dissing who particular? You talking about Drake or anybody?
If he wasn't dissing anybody, we wouldn't be talking about him.
I don't think that's true. I think
Man, fuck J. Cole.
if he would have just been consistently putting out music the same way that these streaming people have been doing it, he would be spoken on. But he chose to continue to push out music how it has been in the past. Like in the past, it was just albums every 2 to 3 years. It was never every fucking month.
Yeah.
But he just did a lot.
I mean, we can push. Like I was outside during that shit. It was albums every month.
It was
now
mixtapes
popular.
for sure.
No albums. Now were they popular?
Albums?
I was there.
From the same, like DMX is the only one I could think of right now that did multiple albums in the one time, and it was fucking great.
Plies did it too. NWA did it too. But like I was outside when CDs like first was like I remember tape still being like, yeah, come and get this tape. So like when CDs first started coming, like I was there every Tuesday, every Thursday, 2 to 3 albums were dropping from the label.
Okay.
Every time. Now, were they popular? Were they the biggest artists? No. That's how the term tax time artists came about. Because sometimes labels would just have artists there to get shit off for. Well, it's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, like every album popular? No. Was Jay-Z dropping every quarter? No.
How was Jay-Z dropping?
Jay-Z would drop like once a year, if that, once every 2 years.
Okay.
But everybody was dropping once every 2 years. But that's how you got albums every week.
I'm speaking about major artists. I'm not speaking about the niggas that's getting there.
Gee, we're talking about nigga RCA signed artists, Def Jam signed artists, motherfucking Epic signed artists.
Yeah,
Smiles and motherfucking whoever the other guy was, they dropped the album. Ray Cash dropped the album. These are major signed artists.
Most of them were dropping like every year. It would just be like all right, Tupac went to jail, so I can't really drop nothing this time. Or
Yeah,
Snoop
now
Dogg
albums and
is
stuff will
Snoop
get
Dogg
pushed
is
back
going
and
through
yeah.
label disputes. I can't drop now, but Snoop Dogg put a lot of albums out on No Limit.
Yeah, there were major label albums dropping every week.
1 second.
People just
Y'all
don't
keep
care.
talking.
You might have flopped, you know what I'm saying? You might have sold like 8 to 13,000 copies. But you had your premier artist who you knew to put like that bag behind. All right, you finna have a crazy commercial. Yo, single video finna get a $300,000 budget. You're gonna do all the late night shows. You're gonna do the radio press run and shit. Everybody wasn't getting that treatment because everybody couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you can go spend a couple $1,000s, put out an album, and try to create some type of profit off of it.
And then like back to Kendrick. Kendrick was putting out songs with what's his nephew name or cousin?
Baby Keem.
Baby King.
Nobody cared about those songs. We don't. I can name a song.
I don't know him.
We can't.
It sounded like Baby Keem was for the kids though.
I don't know, but I'm saying like he was still rapping versus like J. Cole is still rapping. Do you get the song with him and Lil Durk, or you get the song with him and Benny the Butcher, or whatever the Griselda dude name is?
Griselda dude.
People like who listen to rap or resonate with that song. So it's like I understood him from that angle.
What you looking
I'm
up?
I'm only looking at major artists. So I started with Jay-Z just to look at all his album drops.
So what's a major artist? Like, are you signed to a major label or do you have to have a certain stature?
You have a certain stature while being signed. So, because back then you were signed.
Yeah, because
It
Def
wasn't no
Jam,
independent shit. You were signed.
Def Jam usually ran with like a 50, 60 artist roster.
And I'm speaking about hybrids, because I would say that Kendrick is a hybrid. He's not. J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick are hybrids. They're not just purely rap.
Right.
Back then, niggas was not hybrids, and if they were hybrids, they were shunned.
You wasn't finna sing on the track. It wasn't cool to do it.
It wasn't cool to do the shit. So if you are a rapper, you could just put out fucking music. You're rapping. But when you are doing hybrid shit like R&B, rock, pop, and you're rapping, you take more time with the music to get something of quality, because rap is not the same. It's like easier to record that shit.
Right.
Now, Jay-Z would pretty much drop almost every fucking year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
He came
every
out,
other
like,
year.
every year.
Right? Now I'm going to go to Ja Rule. The
Ja
nigga
Rule
died.
did like every year.
he's what is it called?
But you want to know who was on that major label with him? Cadillac Ty.
Who was that?
Exactly. One of the albums that dropped during them times.
Was he major?
Yeah,
He signed with Ja Rule.
He was on Ja Rule label.
But does he have the same stature of Ja Rule while being signed?
No, but that's not fair because music is a business at the end of the day.
Yes.
So if you got 5 artists and you're generating $5 million, but one of your artists, you know that if you put that whole bag behind them, they'll triple it versus the other 4 where it's like, as long as I got you niggas doing shows and showing your face, we can generate a profit. That's going to determine who going to get the spotlight, the shine, who going to be the major artist versus who's just there just to rap. Because you ain't finna not sign a nigga you can make money off of just because you can't make a major. But you're not going to invest the same, hold on, Drew, my bad. But you're not going to invest the same type of bag in that artist versus you would the artist that also wants to be there, that also wants to rap, that you can turn the profit off of outside of the music.
Okay.
Go on, Drew.
Or if you look at like a G-Unit situation, he had 50 Cent drop, and then his album didn't drop for like, I think 2 years later. But at the same time, he dropped Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, a G-Unit album. And then his album came, and the Game's album. Then his album came. So it's like 4 albums that he actually are a part of, a major part of, that he's rapping, and then he has his album. And like this is all in like 2-year span.
I'm trying to compare how music is dropped today compared to how music was dropped then. So
Okay.
I can only base it off of the niggas that were signed and had stature because those are the niggas that can just drop.
But they wasn't though. Everybody went through the same process to drop.
But the niggas, like the people, they had to go after 50 Cent. The niggas that 50 Cent brought had to go after him. And so why are we basing it off of them when they have to follow the leader? So base it off the leader so that we can actually compare how music was dropped then compared to how music was dropped now.
Okay, but now we have to look at the why of the have to. Because Lloyd Banks wasn't going to drop until 50 Cent signed him because wasn't nobody fucking with him.
Okay.
Same with Young Buck. Same with Game.
We're also not, I'm not focusing about the niggas now that aren't signed either. Because those niggas can drop whatever the fuck they want to if they're signed up with DistroKid or TuneCore. I'm not talking about them niggas. I'm talking about major artists today.
And that's where we're conflicting. Because if you're signed to a major label, are you not a major artist?
But stature still.
I feel you.
So Taylor Swift, she is dropping way more albums now than she ever did in her career. Because streaming era allows her to do that now, and she feels like she has to keep up with the pace or she might lose relevancy.
Right.
You didn't have to worry about that shit then. You could drop an album and wait 2 to 3 years and then drop again. Niggas are waiting. Niggas have been waiting for Frank Ocean when Frank Ocean came onto the scene.
But here's the why you're waiting. Those albums you're not considering major were dropping when those artists were waiting before they next drop.
Those artists also would tour their albums.
Right.
So
They'll still be outside
they'll
and shit.
still be outside keeping the shit relevant. Niggas don't do that today. And they're just, the point I'm trying to make is that K-Dot, because that has been people's critique, K-Dot doesn't drop as much as these other two, the other big three.
Right.
And I think that serves him serves him in a good way compared to these two because these two sound has been diluted.
Right.
Because they drop so fucking much. And so now that you are actually listening to K-Dot's music, you might become more of a fan because you get to see him in a different light than how the albums have been for you that you do have, which is part of the reason why I am interested in his next album because this shit has brought me to appreciate his music a little bit more.
Yeah, and Kendrick gonna take time to curate an experience versus going, hey, look at this cool thing I know how to do.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, that's why niggas consume rap. It's a cool, trendy thing that anybody could do.
Yes.
Which is cool, but it's also a detriment at the same time.
Yes.
So that's why Kendrick, or you'll be more inclined to be fucking with Kendrick because he like, all right, I can do all of that.
Yeah.
But let me curate an experience,
Yeah.
which is what a lot of artists skip over because that's what's going to keep you paid. That's what's going to keep you touring. That's what's going to keep you performing. That's what's going to keep people for wanting to always consume you in a positive way. So, I mean, we essentially saying the same thing.
Yes, we was just
but
two totally
But I don't like how
different.
people spin it like, oh, Jay-Z had to wait a year or 2 or 3 to release his next album. I'm like, he didn't have to. That's just what's the landscape of the game. You gotta give all your artists burn. Even the whack ass nigga, you gotta give him burn.
Okay.
You gotta give OJ the Juice Man his shine.
Okay. I don't think
You know
OJ
what I'm saying?
I don't think he actually got the shine, but okay.
He was on the Mariah Carey album.
Yeah,
Ain't no you'll trade
OJ
places.
Juice Man
You'll trade
should've-
plays with him.
OJ Juice Man should have got more love than what he actually got.
They
And
fucked him over. Hell yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
They did him bogus
That's
as
what I'm talking
hell.
about. They didn't give him the justice that he deserved.
Nah,
But
they didn't.
moving on.
OJ did his thing, though, man. Shout out my guy. Free OJ. I don't know if he's still in jail or not. Free my nigga.
Let's talk about these claims that has been these allegations in the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So Drake has alleged that K-Dot beats his wife. K-Dot has alleged that Drake is a pedophile. He sex traffics girls through his team.
You even said sex traffic?
He sex traffics girls through his team.
That's crazy.
He says that he has a daughter that he has been hiding from the world that is older than Adonis. And I think that's all that he said. All the actual allegations that he said.
It's believable.
Okay, so is this where you got tuned off from in K-Dot's raps? Is when he started to get like extremely personal? Jay?
No, I got turned off from Euphoria.
Okay.
But
Because it started in Euphoria,
Yeah.
I would say.
but no, I ain't think nothing of it. I mean, people been saying for years that, you know, Drake is suspect when it comes to young girls.
Uh-huh.
The Kendrick beating his wife. I don't know. I thought he rapped about it at one point, but maybe not. But
I feel like it sounds familiar.
it's all
But I'm not too
believable.
familiar with Kendrick music, so.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know if he got another kid, though. I don't know if I actually believe that one.
Mhm.
I feel like if he has one, especially if it's older
Mhm.
than the other one, then when Pusha T did that, I feel like somebody would have came out the woodworks like, yeah, he denied my daughter too.
No, I did say, and I asked y'all opinion on it. Is it a bar if it's not facts? How do we feel if if K-Dot's allegation of this daughter is not facts? Is it still a bar? Because I think that has been the fucking talk of the town is the fucking daughter and not the pedo shit.
I think it's a bar. I just don't think it's real.
Okay.
Yeah. I said I don't think it has to be a fact to be a bar,
Okay.
because I don't know if what Nas was rapping about was true.
Yeah, we don't
About
know if
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z
but that
was
shit's
really.
hard.
Yeah, we don't know if he was really 36 in a karate class.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will go on and say, like, if I'm debating somebody, will you use that and like, well, this is the bar. I don't think you should.
So why is this okay to lie in raps, but it's not okay to lie in like an actual like if we was to be beefing, me and you was beefing on Facebook and we making posts throwing shots against each other.
Right.
If I say something that's not actually true, niggas might be in the comments like, man, this shit not she eating your ass up right now or he eating your ass up. But why is it okay to lie in raps?
I mean, I feel like the same rules apply on both things. Whatever sounds more, no one cares about the truth when the lie sounds more entertaining. It don't matter where you're doing it. If you arguing with somebody on Facebook, put it in the song. If that lie sounds true, if it sounds enticing, if you have a little bit of a receipt to back up your lie, don't nobody give a fuck.
Okay.
We done been caught with our pants down when it came to fact checking shit our damn selves. So I just think it's human behavior.
I try my best not to get caught my pants down.
We definitely do, but it does happen.
And when it happens, I say, hey, you got me.
Yep, you got me.
Now that part I don't think happens. I was watching niggas on Twitter. It was actually a dude from Chicago. This one guy was basically like, Drake is a culture vulture. He shouldn't. Da 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 da. So buddy from Chicago tweeted was like, some nigga, you got a Nigerian flag on your Twitter page. What you know about black experience? And he was like, bro, I'm black. And he was like, hell, you Nigerian. Dude gonna say, bro, I'm just supporting Nigeria with the flag. Fuck nigga. He like, fuck you, I don't care. And it's just like, bro.
That's how I used to do people on the internet though.
That's funny though.
Don't nobody care, bro. Like, don't nobody care, bro. If a motherfucker is at work, he at work for 8-10 hours. He probably got a desk security job. He don't care about being right, true, or factual. That nigga is bored at work.
That's the issue, man. That's the issue with this rap shit and why I'm tuned out. I had when I listened to Meet the Grams, bro, that was late as fuck at night, like at 4 a.m. I listened to that shit. and I couldn't go to sleep. I went to sleep at like around 7 a.m. because this shit just was so fucking haunting. Like, I'm a huge empath, and I think I've proven this, that I am a huge empath on this podcast, and I just kept fucking feeling cries of little girls. Because I just like this shit's. I've already been saying that Drake is probably another R. Kelly. And to hear a nigga want to say the shit on some raps instead of going to the authorities about it, like, you lied. Like, he kept saying it in the song at the end. I'm like, oh my God, go to the FBI.
Do something.
Do something.
I tweeted that too. I was like, if this is true, is Drake the new R. Kelly? Ain't nobody responded because I think we all know the answer. But that right there, that's what I was like, come on, man. Why, if y'all knew this stuff, why y'all telling us?
Yeah, this not a rap beef for me no more. Like, this shit is like disgusting. Like, y'all really throwing shots. It's the same as Quavo and Chris Brown. Y'all throwing shots about abusing women. It's disgusting. And we're going to laugh and we're going to keep sharing it. We want more beats. And they keep talking about abusing women and all of this shit, and nobody fucking cares.
No one cares. Like I said, no one cares about abused women if she ain't got no stature. If she ain't celebrity, she ain't famous. If it ain't racial field,
I mean,
if it's not an angry black man doing some shit, don't nobody give a fuck.
Even
in a documentary.
Even then, it's 50-50.
Yeah, because Meg is still getting dragged about fucking being abused.
And that's another thing that was killing me. I was like, you talked about him being a woman, but you was streaming Free Tory Lanez.
Yes.
And you said he a pedophile and this and that, but your mentor is like Dr. Dre and Tupac went to jail for SA. Like, come on, bro.
Dr. Dre is like 6-0 fighting women, bruh.
Bruh, and K-Dot was on
The Compton album.
Kodak Black was on K-Dot's album. And he is a convicted rapist. He pled guilty to being a rapist.
And in that song, he says, they think I'm pro-black, but I'm more Kodak Black.
All these niggas one and the same, bro. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and shoot, bro. All these niggas are one and the same, bro. They just dress different. And when I say dress, I don't mean like literal clothes. I mean the whole makeup. It's just different. All these niggas the same, bro.
I'm what the culture feeling. Yeah, you really are what the culture feeling, because the culture does not give a fuck about black women being abused.
It accepts abusers.
They accept abusers. And one of our listeners had left a comment on a clip of me and Lizzie just talking about Man versus Bear. And she has said that I don't think that society really knows what to do with abusers. So we're just in this uncomfortable middle ground of like, yeah, the nigga came out and there's news that he beat up Rihanna, but like, shit, what do I do about that? I don't know.
That's cap, bro. Niggas know what to do, bro. Niggas just don't care. If you likable enough, if you know what I'm saying, it's like it goes back to when I say a white person could have a racist grandpa or a racist grandparent and never know, and then they bring a black person home. It's the same. It's the same thing. Like, niggas know what to do with abusers, but if your abuser is the nigga that's funding your non-for-profit, you don't want him to go to jail. Even if he is an abuser. Now, once he start whooping your ass, then is when it's like, all right, you need to go
help me?
Right.
And it's like, do we help the niggas that don't help us when it's now their turn getting their ass beat?
I care about me and mine. Do with that as you will. Whoever's rolling with me, I care about you.
I be conflicted about stuff like that. Like, that's a lost soul. So it's like, should I have some compassion that he's a lost soul, but he's getting his ass beat now?
Nope.
Or be like, nah, fuck that nigga. He wasn't there when we were getting the ass beat. He was closing his eyes, act like he don't see it.
That ain't your fight. That's you playing God at that point. God said, hey, he needs to have a bad day right now.
Okay.
You don't go over there, okay? If you don't want to have a bad day, don't go join him on his bad day.
Okay.
Because you think you finna go and help a motherfucker, and now you in somebody else's bad day.
Okay.
Now your shit fucked up.
Now we ain't skipping past this Drake shit, because that is what Drake stands want us to do. They want us to focus everything on K-Dot and his hypocrisy in these disses.
Nah.
That is what I have been seeing. But so y'all gonna skip past Drake saying he beat his wife? Yeah, we are. Because it's also an allegation that has not been proven. And if anything, because I was going through and showing y'all this video.
Gee, that shit came up black as hell when you typed that in. Because I think I know what you finna bring up.
Okay, so.
When you typed in.
I don't even want to play it because I swear to God, do your own fucking research. But long story short, there was an interview. K-Dot, back in 2014, K-Dot was on the Breakfast Club. and there was an alleged white woman that was also security for a Hard Rock casino in Las Vegas, and she alleged that Kendrick, but didn't know his last name. Kendrick, a rapper, beat me up, and she looked like she was fucked up, right?
All right.
So supposedly his team, his crisis management team, had it scrubbed from the internet of whatever video was out there. It wasn't a video of the assault. It was a video of her like testimony or some shit like that.
Right.
It was a video out, and I guess it got scrubbed, so there's no traces of it. And he went on the Breakfast Club and debunked and said, no, that's ignorant. That's terrible. I would never do some shit like that. And I don't even know why someone would make these claims. I didn't do it. So we don't know.
Right.
Who's telling the truth. So Drake coming out on a beat saying you beat your wife, that don't even make fucking sense when the person was a white woman who's not his wife. So we still don't know if Drake's allegations are true. And so back to if it's not facts, it's not a bar. Both of them said some shit that we don't know is true regarding the daughter and regarding beating on his wife. We don't know if that shit's true. I'm just going to say those two things aren't true.
Right.
Me personally, I don't think those two things are true. So all we do have is the other allegations that K-Dot did give, which is pedo activity and sexual trafficking.
And you caught him for, he said sex trafficking though?
He said that he basically has his own Tinder.
Right.
Yeah.
He has his people go look for the baddest girls, and they have they do interviews with the girls. He used the word Chubbs. I don't know who Chubbs is, but Chubbs is a close man to Drake.
Right.
On his team. He goes, looks for some girls. He interviews the girls, and then he singles out the girl that he thinks is the best for Drake today, and Drake fucks him and sends him home.
What type of dick eating job is that?
And he gets his leftovers. That's
What the fuck?
has been said. Right?
Oh, I don't understand rappers, bro. How do you even determine who's a good fuck for your friend?
That's weird.
That's weird.
Like, how do you? What the fuck? Like, how,
He
bro?
likes some slim.
You can go find me some liquor, some weed. You can even go buy a car for me, bro. Ain't no way in the world you can map out. I'm finna draw up this play and bring you a girl that I know is good for you. That's weird.
Yeah,
Is Chubbs from Toronto too?
he gotta be.
Yeah, he gotta be, bro. Doing some shit
He
like
gotta
that.
be.
Toronto niggas weird.
Weird as fuck.
Hey man,
Them 2-man mission ass type niggas.
we ain't gonna do that.
No?
Men are weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to Toronto.
Yeah.
My call off.
I agree
So we
with
just gonna
you.
get past the American men. We just
We just gonna go to Toronto because I just want to shit on Toronto right now.
Okay.
I agree with you. We just want to get our shit off about
get your shit
Toronto
off.
right
Get your
now.
shit off. Get your shit
I always
off.
know?
call Canada dudes weird. Like, look up a Canada celebrity. They're all gonna be weird.
Hey man, you got Kenfo Kia Shine.
Weird.
I'm so crispy.
Jim
My
Carrey.
jean.
Weird.
Jim Carrey from Canada? It makes fucking sense.
I didn't know he was from Canada.
I didn't know he's from Canada.
Justin Bieber. Weird.
Justin Bieber is weird.
Tory
Chill.
Lane's weird.
Okay.
Tory
yeah.
Lanez is
Tory
weird.
Lanez is
I ain't
weird.
gonna hold you. All the Canadians that we do know that are famous are weird.
Ain't Andrew Wiggins from Canada?
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew
Yes.
Wiggins. Who else from Canada, bro? We just gonna slander niggas.
Andrew Wiggins not playing basketball because a nigga could be fucking his wife is weird. So
Man,
That's why he's not playing?
that's the
that was-
speculation.
Yeah, that was.
Like now?
Yeah,
Well, didn't they lose? Didn't the Warriors get put out?
they did, but he wasn't playing for some time too.
Like
He
up
did it-
until
he did it last year too.
Yeah.
During the finals, he did it.
Gee, why people keep fucking his women?
I think Anthony Bennett from Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which one's that?
he was the #1 draft pick to.
Okay, to the Cleveland.
Cavs,
yeah.
yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
the big dude? Cat?
Yeah,
Is Cat from Cleveland?
nah.
Cleveland.
He can't,
Toronto?
He can't be from Toronto.
He seemed
He
like a
looks-
Toronto.
he
We're just
looks
gonna
like
slander
he's-
him anyway. We're just gonna slander him for being there anyway, bro.
Man, I'm checked out of this rap beef. I do.
The Rock's from Canada.
I do think that K-Dot giving that "Not Like Us" song was just him proving to you pacifying ass niggas that he can make a song off a beat and you could dance to it. And
Everybody say OVO ho.
I thought that was lame. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't gonna hold
thought
you.
the
It
ending was lame.
was.
I
I
think
ain't
it's
gonna
so
hold you.
lame that it was cool.
It's lame.
Drake
So
gets
lame
some,
is
he
cool.
does. I don't know. Would you say that he was mocking Drake doing the shit, the outro shit? Because Drake does that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A minor.
That was hard. That bar was hard.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That was funny.
That bar was, bro. The
I wish the
bars-
beat was in A minor, bro. The beat should have been in A minor.
That would have been cool.
That's what
That
DJ
would've been
Mustard
cool.
fumbled, bro. The beat should have been in A minor.
I feel like he rushed that song. I think he probably did that one in real time.
I want to. It sounded like he kind of like added a verse, because like when he got the rapping about like Atlanta and stuff, it kind of like changed how the song was going.
Okay.
So I think he probably added that at the end.
Kendrick got ghostwriters.
I think that he was hearing what people were saying about him having some snoozy beats, and he said, "Here, fuck niggas." And I think that it was rushed, but
Man, Kendrick should have got on the Take Keith
I don't
beat.
think he should have dropped it. But I think he should have dropped it. Like I got the intent, and it worked, but I think that it distracted us from Meet the Grams.
Probably.
It definitely worked on me because I don't
Yeah.
give. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
OVO
That's why I say
ho.
I like this one the best, because I am one of the people that a diss song don't have to be something you can dance to, but it still should kind of be enjoyable. Like a lot of the best diss tracks are enjoyable to listen to. Like
I
can
should be
play
able to
that
bump
back.
it.
Like Dre Day was on MTV, and he did an Easy E through like the whole video,
They even flipped Dre Day in church.
right? So it's,
It's gospel songs to sample that.
like what's his name from the West Coast, Blood from back in the day. He has a song that's like, if you listen to the beats, like, oh, I heard this beat before, but that's from him.
Young Bleed,
No, it's like he dissed MC8 on it. I can't think of his name. DJ Quick.
DJ Quick, Dollars
Like,
and Cents.
Dollars and Cents.
Yeah,
Like that was a song you'll hear on the radio back in the day. So it's like, it's a diss song, but it's enjoyable.
which I think is the best diss song ever. But you know, that's another topic.
I wasn't upset with any of the beat choices except for the 616 one. I thought all the beat choices have been okay. I didn't like the body beat. I think that Drake made a bunch of changes because that's my issue with Drake's push up song is that you hid behind the leak. And then when you did finally say like, hey, I did do this shit, it's a different beat.
Yeah.
I didn't like the initial
and he
beat.
delivered it different too.
Yeah. I didn't like the initial beat. I thought it was ass. Could have been a different beat. I didn't like what he attempted to do, but the beat wasn't it. And so when you did deliver the song, it's different. So it's like, that's just the pros of living in the streaming era. We could just make changes and shit to the song. I don't think that is a good thing to do with music, is to make changes after you've already published the song. That because this shit has proven that the stuff that you did learn in school is relevant in life now that you practice what you have learned, the general eds that you do learn, because this was nothing but AP Lit this entire fucking time. You get an author's piece of literature, you figure out what the intention is, you figure out what the target audience is, and then you give your fucking analysis of how it was delivered. That is AP Lit. And we have all been fucking doing AP Lit, and you were never in that class, but you did take English 101, dumb fuck. I'm a nerd. I love all of this
English
shit.
101.
You said what?
Even I took that.
Everybody giving these dissertations and shit. You've never did it in school though. How do you know how to do it now?
And then they just rap lyrics, bro. Like you don't need a goddamn super doctorate degree from motherfucking Stanford to dissect the shit.
You don't, but you also don't need to tell niggas that they overthinking or it's too deep. It couldn't have been that. You're reaching. Or maybe
No.
it was and you just don't have the range for it.
Right. Two things can be true, bro. Coexistence be beating niggas' asses, bro. Coexistence is just such a hard concept, of something that niggas struggle with. Two things can be true at the same time.
I was
dog.
having fun before this Meet the Grams and the Matt family members. I was having fun with this shit, just seeing people actually use critical thinking. I was having fun watching that shit. Now I'm not having fun anymore because bitch, they're talking about real shit now. like save women, save children now. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, wrap this shit up, man.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I was
over
getting
it.
cooked on Twitter last night because I said it's overwhelming. The rapid release of the tracks are overwhelming because they back to back to back to back to back. I'm like, that's a little too much. It don't matter who's doing what.
Yeah.
If Drake would have dropped all these songs over for the weekend, I'll be saying the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't want 20 minutes worth of diss tracks delivered in 10 days.
Niggas don't know how to be objective. This is what objectivity look like.
Yeah, that was just too much, bro. I'm listening to a diss song after I've just listened to like two of them, and you just dropped another one, this is too much, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up.
It's not about attention spans. It's about you being thirsty.
And it takes away from the mystique of the beef.
Yeah.
Because, like, remember when Jay, just like, because everybody love to go Jay and Nas shit, and it was a 3-month period between them niggas dissing each other, it built the mystique up. Oh, what are you going to say next? How you going to respond? How you going to woo, woo, woo? It helped curate and keep a conversation going.
Yeah.
I don't like this conversation because the conversation is only going to be who won, who winning, who won. Ain't nothing mystique about that shit. I don't care who you think won. I don't give a fuck. Now, what would keep me in the conversation is if there's a low in the release things and you go, hey, what you think he gonna come back with? Oh, I think this is what's gonna happen. Woo, woo, woo. And then you go, shit, that sounds like a good or bad take, whatever. And I, blah, 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 blah. That's a much more enjoyable conversation. And I think Drake is winning because he's better and Kendrick sucks. And you're stupid because you don't get it. Like, don't nobody want to talk like that, man. So yeah, I don't like the back and forth for the tracks, man, because there's only so much you can say. There's only so much you can do.
Have we seen this before where we had the back and forth? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think that
quick.
I don't think before, like, pre-streaming, pre-internet we did.
Yeah.
same things that Drake stands have been saying about the whole, we've never seen AI rap, so Drake doing it was great for rap, showing we've never seen the back-to-back drops. I think that Kendrick having Meet the Grams ready to go and drop that shit 10 minutes, because it's showing just the stats. Like, Drake had like 100K of people tuned in on YouTube when he dropped for like 10 minutes. And then K-Dot dropped and it was like millions already. So obviously niggas are gravitating towards K-Dot, and they probably are because the algorithm pushed his shit first because it was the most recent. And I think that was played extremely well. I don't know if that was his intention. I don't know how well he is in tune with how technology works, but that was great. And I think that he fucked it up by dropping again immediately after that 2 hours or 3 hours after that shit. I think he fucked it up with the last drop, Not Like Us. I think he should have just did that first time ever, dropping as soon as a drop was in the drop that you did give us was an exact rebuttal to Meet the Family Matters. I think that was beautiful, and he fucked it up with Not Like Us. For personally me, I think he fucked it up with that, the momentum of it. You distract us with this dancey ass shit, which also could be good in his favor to speak to everybody saying he's boring and the beats. I get it. Me personally, because you talked about a bunch of real shit, there was such a great fucking rebuttal to the point where Drake probably doesn't have anything else to say after you done said all this shit. I think you fucked up like what you could have done to really like throw that nigga in the grave. You fucked up with dropping Not Like Us immediately afterwards.
I think the fake beef kind of took away from it for me because they've been allegedly subbing each other for like years. And then I guess like that was the boiling point. I feel like that, to me, that was detrimental to the beef because it's like by the time y'all get into it, y'all already said so much. Like y'all ain't nothing new is being said. Now we all listening for antics. How it's delivered.
Did you learn that Drake asked him to put a verse on the first person shooter?
Yeah, I read that yesterday.
Yeah, I found out throughout the beef. I ain't really care though.
So I think that matters. I think that shows that Kendrick has been premeditating on this beef for some time. I have a hot take that Kendrick dropped Mr. Morales to get ahead of any tea that Drake could have regarding his family. I think he dropped it and it wasn't genuinely him trying to show that he's this growing and transparent being that men should probably be. I don't think he did it. Like, I think it was.
So you think he wanted to keep his kid a secret, or like his whole family thing a secret?
I think it would have been great because he is a mystique. Like, we don't know much about his personal life, so we would have fucking learned in this beef if he never dropped Mr. Morale. And I think that he knew that he wanted to start this shit.
Oh, he knew he'd been one. Okay, yeah.
So I think
I got the same take. I got a similar take.
Okay.
I think, and this is conspiracy theorist thing. I think they're all in on it. Oh fuck, where am I at? Okay, what did you just say?
He dropped it to get ahead of the beef.
Okay, to get ahead of the beef. Okay, there we go. It's a conspiracy thing, but I don't think Drake and Kendrick are in on it.
Okay.
I think the money and shit behind them.
I agree with you. Okay.
And I just feel like Kendrick been wanting smoke with Drake.
Yeah.
And then when the money comes down and say, hey, game on, Kendrick's ready. Because he been wanting smoke. Like Kendrick smoke is real. But I think the beef is orchestrated from bigger powers. These niggas going on tour, bro.
I've been seeing people say
they're going on tour
that this is a fake beef, but I'm like, it can't be a fake beef if they saying such harmful shit about each other.
I thought it was a fake beef until like, till the 616 came out. Then I was like, oh, maybe they really don't rock with each other or something. Because to my understanding, I thought Drake was like in like a retirement phase of his life, where like this last tour that he was on was about to be it. So that's what I thought.
Like he going on his victory lap.
Yeah, so I thought like, hey, this is just him. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put out my diss, and he gonna diss me back, and then that's gonna be it for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thought. But
I mean, this would be a good go up.
Well, he did come out and say that he was done touring because he had did 2 back to back, but then he geared up for his third one, and where he added J. Cole. So he lied to us. So I've heard people say that too. Like this could be his time to retire, or he's finna step away from music. But it's like that totally contradicts itself when he does come now have this tour with J. Cole. Yeah. Why do that? Do you just fucking love touring that much, nigga? Like, go
They finna
rest.
get that a bag, bro. They finna Drake and Jay. Why can't I say Kendrick? Drake and Kendrick are about to go on tour, and J. Cole is gonna be the goddamn opener.
I can't go on tour with somebody that I just told the world is although we have speculations he's a pedo and he sex traffics, I can't go on tour with you now. Why am I going on tour with you and you just said all this?
You are, if you in the same brotherhood as him and you finna get a bag for it. You 100% is.
It's like,
I think if anybody that wouldn't do it would be Kendrick, but I think like Drake would be like, yeah, let's get this money.
I see J. Cole
Kendrick
doing it. I
on
can't
it.
see Kendrick doing that.
I think Kendrick's beef with Drake is real. I think that part is real. But I think the money orchestrating it and he being in on it, I could believe it. It's a bag at the end of the day, bro. 20 million,
I get
30 million, a fake
theory,
beef
but
with a
that
nigga,
one,
bro.
I'm not aligned with. I just can't see that happening. If it
gonna,
happens, cool, you got me, but I don't see that happening. That just don't make sense. It contradicts your integrity. Is money more important than you associating yourself to a nigga that you claim to be a pedo? You literally put out all the messages of what is supposed to be a good father. You spoke to Drake's son. You spoke to Drake's daughter. You spoke to his parents and said, y'all did a poor job of raising this man. Our kids are threatened with this nigga still being around. Niggas like him need to die.
Rappers don't have integrity. The fuck?
Cool, but he has made it seem
I feel you. Yeah.
He has integrity. So I just don't see that conspiracy working out.
Same. There's a side of me that's like, man, this can't be. Like, even I tell my own self about my own conspiracy. Like, man, I don't know. Yeah. But then there's still another side. It's like, he'll be complicit in it.
Now, I want to get a little personal with just what I just said, though, because I do have critiques from people. I was just telling this to my little sister. People find reasons to not like me.
Right.
And it's hard for them to stick with that reason because it's something new that pops up about me that many like. And it's like, damn, she's still going. Else, yep. Damn it. So
it's like my beef with Jamie Foxx.
Like, he's just so good. He just
Jamie
always
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
and it's laughable because I hear what the streets say about me. Like, it always comes back and it's like, damn, that's crazy. You was just high-fiving me and you just said that.
Boy.
It's crazy.
Boy. I'm going to let you get yours off.
And so I feel like I get a sense of how K-Dot's brain is working right now. He's tried to get ahead of this shit. He called Drake a manipulator, but really he's manipulating us right now too.
Right.
Drake is still a manipulator.
Yeah.
But he is manipulating us too, with trying to paint himself to be as righteous, more righteous than Drake. Mm-hmm. But you have so many skeletons that you just threw out of the closet instead of it staying in the closet where you probably would prefer. But you threw it out the closet. So when it gets to like real niggas like me, because I do think I'm a real nigga, people call me too righteous, and that's okay because I probably do fit the definition of righteous.
Right.
But my righteousness is real compared to K-Dot.
I feel like it matters where your righteousness comes from, where it stems from, and why you're moving like that.
Well, everything that I say on the podcast have not wavered. I don't think you
No,
I said it to you in our last episode. Like, just listening in real time, trying to say, well, what about Trey Songz? What about him?
Right. Yeah, nah, bro.
What about him? You know?
I just feel like the difference comes between whether it's vain or if it's really something that's intrinsic in you. I think Kendrick's is more driven by vanity, where you is just you.
It's really
like,
real.
It's in you,
it's really real. Like, this saving the kids shit is really fucking real.
Right.
Like, we just had a girl from New Jersey hit us up in the inbox, and she sent a flyer of a fashion show that she's a part of where they're doing food donations. And that same, she had asked if we had any episodes about food deserts and food insecurities. And so I sent her the episode with me, you, and Ari, because we didn't touch about that particular, but we talked about community and outreach. And that was just, I think, fate for me. Like, I see little signs of the stuff that I want to do for the pod, or just myself in general. What are the things I want to leave on the world, and creating a program that has major cities stationed to give back to their community and help their communities is one of the initiatives that I would love to leave behind in the world. And I just feel like that was a sign that I'm in this right direction, and that I just have to go get started, because it feels like it's such a large thing to do, and it's like, where do I get started? And maybe that girl in New Jersey could be someone that I talked to in New Jersey that could start in New Jersey while we're starting in Northwest Indiana.
Yeah, I was going to say, or Chicago.
And we broke as hell.
Chicago
we don't got the money that Drake and K-Dot are crying about in royalties, and we don't have that money. But we're getting it started.
Oh God.
That shit blows me, that because it really is people in my life. I'm too righteous, or there's got to be something. Something about
fuck
her.
them people, bro.
I know it is fuck them people. Them people are my parents.
Oh,
those people
I don't
are
want to say
like. It's always
you know I fuck with your moms, gang.
Those people are people that are close to me that have this idea, because those people are the people I'm trying to save. So they gonna see me in that light, and that's okay. I hate this beef shit. This beef shit rubs me the wrong way, because I really am on the outside. Like, I'm not the. What K-Dot say, you make music that pacify them. I'm not those people. So this shit, I hate this beef with a passion. Now that we got the Family Matters and the Meet the Grams, I hate it.
Yeah, now that it's all said, and like I don't care no more after this. Like, I don't care who dropped what.
Yeah,
just in this shit. The reason why I like DJ Quick's Dollars and Cents so much, and why I think it's the best diss record ever, because I'm gonna address this one time. I'm gonna take this one song and get all of this shit out. I'm gonna say your name so you know it's directed to you, and this gonna be it. That's the type of shit I like. I don't want a whole 3-4 EPs worth of projects or subliminals, and then 5, 6 back to back diss tracks. That's too much. That's too much. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is more than enough time to get on the song and say, fuck you, fuck what you stand for, I don't like you, I'ma slap you. You know what I'm saying? You only need 3 minutes for that.
I think that was another thing that threw me off too. I didn't like how long the songs were. That's what was killing me. Like, cut this shit down. Like,
it's too much.
Or put it all as one. Do a game where it's like, what is it, 300 bars and running or something? Or do something like that if you go this for this long and call it a day. But don't keep.
But even with Game, he came out with 300 bars. I was like, oh, this shit fire. Then when he came back with 150 bars, I'm like, all right, bro.
That's why I said, like, do it.
I still listen. Then he came back with 100 bars and running. I'm like, all right, nah, I'm done. I'm done. It's too much.
Y'all got any last words on this shit before we close out? Because I'm done talking about this beef shit after today.
Kendrick up on the scoreboard.
Okay.
Fuck Drake. All right, I ain't gonna do all that. Kendrick up. The beef whack. I want this shit to end. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, it's an OVO whole summer, I guess.
We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. What you gotta say, Dre? We didn't even talk about the blackness shit. We didn't talk about that, but it's cool.
The blackness.
It's cool.
But yeah, I think Kendrick won with his last one.
Did he win the round or the battle? What you think?
Yeah, because like I said, like, I don't want to hit no more.
So he won the battle.
Yeah, so he won the battle for me now with this last one. Like, I don't want to hit no more else.
Okay.
Probably still hit this though, because I feel like it's gonna be played in the club somewhere or the bar somewhere.
At this point, it's like watching the special ed kids fight, and they on like the 5th round. It's like, bro, wrap this shit up, man.
I don't know how that.
Wrap this shit up.
Okay. Well, the last thing I gotta say is, hashtag just watch the damn podcast.
Facts.
We will have a guest for Tuesday's drop, and this guest was filmed today. So immediately after we finish wrapping this shit up, we're going to have a guest come on who is a survivor of sexual assault. He is an undocumented immigrant.
Damn, T. I was going to say something ignorant.
I bet you were. I bet you are,
Go
because
on.
while so many people in the world are saying many ignorant shit, there is real lives being affected by the stuff that these people are being alleged of. And it's not cute. It's not funny. It shouldn't be put on a beat and made us dance to it in the club in sections that we cannot afford. It's just not cute. And so that's why I am so happy that we have an episode of such substance to follow this actual take on the beef, because it just shows that real life continues and this beef shit don't really fucking matter.
Yeah, because this beef shit just kind of wiped out the whole Diddy shit.
Yeah.
Because we was talking heavy about Diddy before this shit popped off.
Yeah, it does. Well, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you're on your favorite streaming platform, thank you for tuning in, and make sure you leave us a rating. Peace.
Just watch the damn podcast.